Let's start out with Frankie, even though I want to take him home.
Okay.
We can put him up for adoption.
Okay. Well, you want to put a time limit on people?
Yes. If he's here at the next showing, I might have to do some convincing.
That's 2 weeks, people. You
I
got
doubt
2 weeks
he'll
to
be
come
here.
And get Frankie.
I doubt.
All right. Well, sad story.
Yes.
Okay. But
Owner
let me
passed
pick him
away.
Up. Owner passed away. We'll showcase him.
Holy
Here he is.
moly, Frankie.
Boop, 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 boop.
Wendy
Great
could do
star.
some crunches with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be doing crunches.
Oh
This
my
is
gosh.
Frankie.
He is like a dog. We walked into this green room and he rolled over on his back because he wanted his tummy rubbed.
Yep. He's an awesome boy.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, he is. And the reason his name is Frankie,
Because his eyes are blue.
his eyes are blue.
Which also means he's part Siamese.
He is part Siamese.
Which I just learned.
Yes, he is part Siamese, but he's also a classic tabby.
Yes.
So he's got a mixture of Siamese and classic tabby. He's classic because of this big circle right here.
Yes.
Can you see that, Andy? And I always say, remember that it's a classic tabby because of the C. It goes in the same motion.
Oh, there you go.
This is a classic tabby. This is a heck of a gorgeous cat.
He is. And his personality is just awesome.
Right, right.
So friendly and loving.
Right. So, you know, he has this major M on his forehead. Come here, handsome.
Holy moly.
All right. Oh, he's a heavy dude.
He's a handful.
Yeah, you're going to put a rip in my new shirt.
He would fit right
That's
in with the
okay.
rest of the Murado boys, wouldn't he?
All my boys are this big. I have 5 boys. And they're almost all this. One, Vinny is my smallest guy, but there are a lot of them are this big. And apparently just wants to be mobile, but he's just gorgeous.
Yes.
And let's see if he'll do this again, Andy. Because when we walked in, he greeted us like a doggy.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Hi. Hi. Well, you know, these tabbies all have, oh, see, this is a problem.
Yes.
Everybody has their...
Everybody wants Wendy's attention, but only one at a time.
One at a time, and they have this invisible barrier. No other cats are allowed to infringe on that space.
Yes.
And that's why we limit the number of cats in every room.
Sure.
We know what that number is, and we know that there's enough room in here, and see how these boxes are far enough apart.
Right.
That the stress level can stay down.
Yes.
And, you know, she came over to see me.
She got too close.
And that infringed on his space, and that was not going to happen.
Now it's done.
So come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Come on, good boy. Come on. This will be different now because there's no cat here. You want your belly rubbed? All right.
Oh my. It's just like a dog.
See, now, when cats get fat, they carry their weight right here.
Yes, in their little fat pouch.
Yeah, this is all fat, okay? So there's a big chunk of fat down in there. Don't ever put your cat on a diet on your own without consulting a veterinarian. We don't want to do that unless we know what we're doing, okay? Because, well, let's just stand up here. Unlike us, and I'm a Hungarian girl, so I can live a long time, and I'm good with that. I'm Hungarian.
Sure.
These are my people. We're nice and healthy, stocky girls and boys. But this cat, being a stocky boy, if we were to put him on a diet and he were to lose weight too fast, his body would not metabolize the fat in a healthy way. They end up with this condition called hepatic lipidosis. And what that does is it turns the fat essentially, without going into all the technical stuff that I absolutely don't know, but without going into it too much, it basically turns the fat into poison. And his liver and kidneys would not be able to withstand that, mainly his liver. What happened one time is I had a cat just like him. It was an all-white cat named Sugar. And this was years ago when it was at my house in the little space, remember?
Yes.
And Sugar came, she was 14 pounds. I put her in my house because she wasn't doing well in the back shelter. And she had already lost 4 pounds in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
And it was too much. I'm sorry, she started out at 16 pounds and she had lost 4 pounds. She was down to 12 pounds. And by all standards, that's still a big cat.
Sure.
Unbeknownst to me, because I've learned everything by doing this for so long and not in the school of veterinary medicine, took her to the vet. She had stopped eating. And my very favorite, I have to say it that way because I just love Dr. Allison Lash.
Yes.
I've said it many times. Dr. Lash taught me that about hepatic lipidoses.
Right.
And that the treatment for it would be to put a hole in her neck, put a tube down her throat and into her stomach, and that I would have to feed her with a syringe 3 times a day
Oh my gosh.
until she decided to eat on her own. I said,
What?
I said, how long is that going to be? She said, no telling.
Oh.
Could be a couple days, it could be months, it could be,
Wow.
you know, as long as she's taking the food in through her neck, you can keep her alive. And then one day, she said, I've never seen anybody starve to death that way. And one day they'll just start eating again. They just stop eating. Okay, so fast forward, 6 weeks later,
Ooh.
3 times a day, and believe me, I asked every volunteer to help me, and everybody's like, oh, I'm
sure.
not doing that.
I'm sure.
I said, do you want to feed her today? No.
Yeah.
So she was my project. For 6 weeks, I kept that cat alive, and one day, one of the volunteers was over, a very good friend of mine. She took some treats, and she shook them, and Sugar went, and I went, oh no, you don't get to feed her for the first time. I get to feed her. And she's like, come here, Sugar. And sure enough, that cat went like this and wanted that tube out of her neck.
Oh,
She
my
knew.
goodness. Yeah.
She knew. And she ate those treats.
Good.
And
Good.
then the rest is history. She
Sure.
got adopted. They drove an hour and a half to come and get
Oh,
her.
wow.
Yeah, she got adopted, and she's in a great home.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I said, if that ever happens again, don't call. No.
Yeah.
I think you'll know what to do. We'll know
Sure.
what to do. But
Sure.
no one else has ever had to have that happen.
Good.
But we've been a little close at times.
Right.
Because we now don't let 4 pounds go. We
Right.
didn't know.